Austin Show is brought to you by Slow Coast Studios, Wichita's home for EPKs, live recording, podcasts, really any audio-visual stuff that you might need.
Get with PK Pest Management for all of your pest control needs, 316-305-7108. For any termite inspections or anything under the sun, we'll take care of any problem that you have.
Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store. They grow their own fields out in Colorado. They make a lot of their own products. Stop by, see Nikki, tell them Aaron and Austin sent you.
Get with JEllis Kitchen. They are turning Mondays into Taco Tuesdays over there at the Shamrock Pop-Up. We love everything that JEllis is doing.
It's like a Taco Tuesday pregame.
They got fried tacos that they do all the time.
With this really good, like, pineapple salsa.
Pineapple.
It's pretty fire, like...
Yeah, dude, it's fire. Make sure you get out to Diaper Jam 2024 this year. We moved locations. We're not at Champs this year. We're moving over to Bourbon Street. We're going to have a great time. We're on 420 this year. So come out. We're going to have vendors. There's going to be food. We're going to have tons of bands. There'll be plenty of people announced coming up. Make sure that you come out to Diaper Jam. All you need to bring is a package of diapers, from the tiniest ones to adult diapers. It doesn't matter. Bring a package of diapers. It gets you in the door for all days worth of fun.
The whole thing benefits Wichita Children's Home, so dig deep. Aaron and Austin Show will be out there advertising and promoting and talking to everybody, so come say hi.
Yeah, we're going to be live on location all day long podcasting while the concerts are going on, while the fun's going on, while the vendors are out there, so make sure you get out and support them.
The Aaron and Austin Show wants to give a huge shout out to Eddie at Wichita by EB. Go check out his podcast, The Editorial. Check out all the stuff he's doing for food trucks. He releases a list of where the food trucks are going to be. He releases a list of where the bands are going to be playing. Just an amazing dude. Go support him. Find Wichita by EB. Support him however you can. All Out Detox has been helping Wichita detox for 15 years. They have a great selection of CBD products, mushroom gummies, kratom, kava, and even legal THC. Hit them up, www.alloutdetox.com, or give them a call, 316-554-7459. Be all in with All Out Detox. Dam Jam 2024, the biggest lake party in Kansas. We have Brantley Gilbert, Stone Temple Pilots, Demon Jones, Wheeler Walker Jr., Upchurch, and Joe D. Messina. So it's going to be a killer lineup. More to come. A bunch of locals popping up on that. There's a whole beach party stage. We haven't announced an act on.
Yeah, and then we've got just so much going on at that show. Make sure that you're going to be out there. It's July 19th and 20th this year out at Lake Afton. Get your tickets as early as you can. There's going to be more announcements, more people coming out. They're doing 2 stages this year. The Aaron and Austin Show is going to be in the VIP section, podcasting live at the lodge all weekend long. It's going to be a blast. There's going to be camping. There's going to be dad bod contests. There is going to be a car show.
Shenanigans.
Awesome. Make sure that that you get your VIP ticket if you want to come holler at the Aaron and Austin Show. We're going to be there all the time, having a great time at that.
The VIP ticket really is worth it.
Yeah.
That air-conditioned bar last year was about the best
clutchest thing I've ever been involved in.
Two dudes, Aaron and Austin, made a show. It's fucking awesome. If you like fun, then you know where to go. The Aaron and Austin Show.
Hey, what's up, Wichita? It's episode 92 of the Aaron and Austin Show. We got Nortons in the house, Dan and Nico. Nortons is one of my favorite spots, man. They got really good beers. They got really good food. They got igloos on the patio when it's cold. It's just awesome.
Make sure that you support the Dam Jam. We also got Jason Wynn's tribute show coming up on the 27th of January. Everything Jason Wynn, get your fucking $10 out and get your ass to that show. There's a bunch of great artists for $10 fucking at the temple. Support our man. We love the man. He did everything for us that helped us get involved with the Dam Jam. We owe him a debt that we can never repay. So we much appreciation to Jason Wynn and everything going on with that. Diaper Jam's coming real fucking soon. We got April 20th. We're doing the Diaper Jam. That is going to be 420 for everybody that doesn't know. We're going to try to get everybody out there on the Diaper Jam at Bourbon Street this year. We got a new thing going. We also want to welcome All Out Detox as a new sponsor, their official sponsor. Me and Aaron are working on a radio. They trusted us with a radio ad that we did for them. So we're look out for bong rips and fucking Aaron and Austin Show talking to you on the fucking radio. It leaves such a sack taste in my mouth that I need water. And
yeah,
I'm more of, if you guys got a dark beer in there, I'll drink the dark beer.
We do. We have Grandpa the Metalhead.
Oh, let's try it.
Yeah, because I'm Grandpa.
I do like this. After I try this, I would love the dark one too.
Yeah.
So as you guys moved into this,
I'll wait till you're ready. But
what came first? What came first, the beers or the food? When it come to this?
Well, we came in guns blazing, restaurant and brewery, so it was both. But what
was your passion first? Like we were making.
My passion is beer, but it was a thing where this building is large. There's
Beautiful
a lot of
building.
people that we can hold here, and I don't know if just beer is going to do it. Every time I go to
Just a bar was maybe not enough. Yeah. I
right.
feel like
So
you're
we
totally right.
need food. They're going to stay longer, hopefully drink more beer, and so on and so forth.
Well, one
And-
backwashes the other.
Right,
they
and
really
I've
do
always-
that.
Yeah, yeah,
You know,
exactly.
have a sandwich and 8
Yeah.
more beers.
8 more beers. Yeah.
Well, try my beers. Don't order a Coors. Try
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
beers.
Well, in
And-
this place, if your beers are good enough, they don't give
Yeah.
them an option. For
We
that.
don't serve any more. We
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
serve any other beers. Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, right. But
serve
instead
your
of making the customer experience exclusive
Well,
to your beer,
I want to
Come have a
elaborate. I want to
meal,
elaborate on a little
whatever.
Jimmy you just said right there.
Yeah.
Did you start out offering and Bud Light and some
No.
options, or did you just go?
No, absolutely
You
not.
buy my beers from day one.
Yeah. Well,
I
for
think
sure.
that's a really.
Well, I mean, the name of the place is Brewing Company,
Yeah,
so it's like you come here.
Well, I've seen
and
some like that will pimp their stuff. They brew their own stuff. They got their big.
Sure.
They do everything in house, but they will, accommodate to the crowd.
Yeah, we normally keep a lager on tap, something lighter that's more approachable for non-craft beer aficionados.
I want a Budweiser. Well,
Yeah.
okay, you want an American lager. Is what
Yeah,
you want.
exactly.
Let
And
me
we
give you
and
my
we make
version.
one of those.
Let me give you my version.
You actually
sure.
guys make a great American lager.
But that's the cool thing about breweries is we all might make the same styles of beers, but they're all going to taste a little
Well,
different.
styles are
You
styles.
know what I mean?
And why?
Right.
And why is that? Is it
Just your interpretation, your recipe
it is.
building, your what you want the beer to be, and no brewer is ever happy with their final product. It's a labor of love, and you're constantly evolving and changing
Yeah.
recipes and tweaking things, just like a chef does.
Or a musician.
Or a musician,
Basically,
yeah.
it's
Or
never
somebody grows
it's
weed.
never
Anybody
actually
who really
finished.
cares
Yeah,
about what
grow
it's
it's
weed,
surrendered.
same shit too.
Yeah.
It's all like
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I mean, I even though this is whether you're growing legal THC or weed, it's similar to making brew. You don't know what you got until you finally get to the end.
Oh, for sure.
And then you got to go, okay, well, I should got to tweak this.
Yeah.
What like
Well,
some
you can tweak
some,
it forever.
well, some stuff you can like tweak along the way, like when
Yeah.
you're growing or brewing. Like you have to wait till the end product and then go, okay, what do I got to do different now? Like
Yeah.
you're
You're like, this is really good, but
But-
how can I make it better?
But what is there some process
It's
I could
always how can I make it better?
and
How
I
can
would
make it better?
I would say to you probably you guys even brewing the same vats over and over again is something that you sell a lot of.
Yeah.
Some vats are better than others. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
That way.
Like
Always
this
be
is
that.
how like,
It's like in
making
the-
shit works.
It's in the stars. What music were you listening
Yeah.
to while you were
Well,
doing
and
it? Like,
and I would say too is with content creators, some podcasts are better than others, some music sessions are better than others.
Yeah.
It's always that way.
Well,
Yeah,
and-
for sure.
And that's what I was telling him. It's not really. I'm done with this. It's amazing.
yeah.
We surrender it at some
There's
point, man.
always something that can be better.
Yeah, and when it-
but at
that's
some
what's
point
kinda
you
fun
just
about
have to surrender
Yeah,
it to the
for
masses.
sure.
You have to
You
give
know,
up.
I think
let's
that's
go.
what
Yep.
keeps people so interested in a brewery type place
Yep.
because it is such a labor of love.
Well, and
For
you
sure.
guys,
You know
do,
what I mean?
you guys do some crazy flavors. I mean,
Yeah.
holy shit!
So
you guys really do.
so
some-
my big question that I've been
Yeah.
getting to, I know we're not trying to do like the whole backstory thing, but what did you do before Norton's? So how long has Norton's been around?
Norton's been around since
Are we 10
April
years
20th, 19.
19,
20
2000,
2018.
2018. So Norton's is 5 years old.
Yep. Yep.
Pushing 6.
Be 6 years
Yeah,
this
pushing
April.
6. You're pushing
Yep.
6 years old. So what launched you into I'm opening this? And I will say to you,
No
I will tell
I'll
you
tell
right
you right
now.
now.
His place is the shit. His food's good. His alcohol's good.
Bacon,
Everything that
crack.
they're doing. It's one of the must see spots here in Wichita. But like, what parlayed you into
really
opening
appreciate
this?
that.
What parlayed you into making this great spot? Very rarely do people just come out with their first restaurant and it hits good.
Having 3 kids and no retirement plan at my other job.
So it kind of
I'm trying to build something for my kids.
What is
Oh,
your
shoot.
retirement plan looking like now?
Still like
Well,
still could be on the street next year.
There's
I don't know.
a joke about
We're all
opening
one
a
bad
brewery.
Yelp
Yeah.
review away.
well,
you know.
Norton's isn't. Norton's ain't bad. Fuck you give Norton's
We'll
a bad
see,
Yelp
man.
review. Get fucked.
We'll see,
But,
man. We're
but I'm
trying to
saying-
manage them numbers, you know.
But like you guys have established yourself as a staple in this town.
I really appreciate
and,
that.
and I wouldn't say that if I didn't mean it.
Well, you've
really
done it for
do.
years.
Well,
You've
and
done it for
you've
years.
proved it.
I think that you can survive that bad Yelp review because
So-
just
Well,
credibility
so-
built.
bad Yelp reviews are like.
Well, I will say that
I think we all.
I think
all
Wichita
honestly
is
see
above
through 'em.
Yelp
We
reviews.
see
I
through
will
'em.
say to our normal patrons in Wichita, I appreciate you. I feel like we are above Yelp reviews.
I say that in jest, but it's like honestly though. Like,
I am a professional
There's
Yelp
that
reviewer, and I don't appreciate that.
Do you? Are you serious?
No,
Exactly.
no, fuck Yelp. No, it
I was like, this
actually-
motherfucker.
dude. And actually, the way that things like Yelp and
they're not giving weight to me anymore.
yeah, I mean,
and
it
I
is
think most
crazy.
people see that.
I
Yeah.
learned pretty quick not to let it give me weight.
Well, the first thing is don't read the comments, and the second thing is I will tell you, anybody that follows Yelp reviews, when you see a bad review for any restaurant, first and foremost, you can click on the person that gave that bad review and see if they
See a
gave
Karen.
500 bad reviews, then fuck
Yeah.
that person's
Yeah.
review.
One of my favorite things ever done was Kenny Ballinger
Oh,
taking
OG.
that
Yep.
bad Yelp
Yep.
review and making
The
a
scariest
fucking
people.
t-shirt out of
Oh,
that.
that
This
was
is the
funny.
scariest
That
people
was-
Some
I've
of the
ever seen.
scariest people I've
That
ever
was
had.
goddamn. Anybody
Yeah.
that doesn't know what that is, go back and look at it. God,
You
that
should
was
do
funny.
that.
That was
But
so-
I
that was
give
Yeah.
100% kudos to Kenny Ballinger.
oh, dude,
about
funny.
that.
I have that T-shirt. at home. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
One
No,
star.
Yelp is
That's how to
something.
do that.
Well,
That's how to do
well,
that.
it is. It actually works great for people that use it right because and really it's a thing for people that are traveling. They're not from here,
Sure.
and they're looking for
Of
a new place to
course,
go
of
eat.
course.
So that's where it really comes into effect. And the people that use it correctly, we appreciate you.
I try my hardest to respond to as many. Mostly, I focus on Facebook and Instagram and stuff like that.
Well, those are your two biggest polls here in
Right.
town by a fucking mile.
Oh,
easily.
guaranteed,
Yeah.
guaranteed. So I try and respond to those. Thank people for coming in, especially those that gave positive reviews. If they had a negative review, I try and get as much information I can and get to the bottom of it. If it's a situation that they're explaining, like the server was so fucking mean to them or so rude or
Which
whatever,
happens.
I get to the bottom of it. I'm like, do you remember your server's names and what night was
Tell
it?
me what it was.
About what time were you there? And then I find the manager that was on duty. I
I pull
investigate.
up the receipt.
I investigate
No,
a
no.
million of these things just to make sure that we behaved appropriately, and that's the
And
main.
professionally. I mean, you got a business.
That's the main concern of my part. And now there have been a few instances where people make shit up.
Of course.
Oh, 100% shit that don't even
Of course.
exist.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, there's a
I
sprinkled
don't
bit
give
of truth.
cred to that.
There's a sprinkled bit
anymore.
of truth.
Those
They done
invest-
ate
yeah.
everything and tipped well, and then you get this shit that is just you can't believe it.
Now those things that
I mean, you
that's
can't
that's
believe
what
it.
breaks
You
me
see, you're
down
like-
is when I investigate
Because
a
you'll be involved
problem
in some of these tickets
and
You're
find
like, what
out
the-
that
It's like,
Don't
oh,
let them
come
break you down, man.
They'll bring up people by name
It's
that
very popular.
does
It's a
not
thing
work
to
there.
do.
seems like
They
it.
just do that.
Seems
Well,
like
when
it.
They
somebody
get cred
when
off that
somebody's willing to
somehow. I don't
target,
know why.
well, I will say to you, when you kind of made it when you get those too.
Yeah.
Like when you're really big, then you start getting that bullshit.
I think we made it when the white supremacist faction attacked us.
Okay,
Is that real? Is that real?
Okay, so I'm not gonna
Yeah.
let you gloss over that fucking story.
Yeah,
Tell us
shit.
what the fuck happened there.
Well, it was during
2020.
COVID,
Yeah.
and Black Lives Matter was having a rally at Napsker Park, and we knew a bunch of people were going to that and walking there because it was going to be packed downtown. And so me and my wife set up a little table outside the brewery with bottled water and a cooler because it was hot out. And we were handing out bottled water to anybody that was heading to the protests and stuff.
Dude, awesome.
Just showing our support. It's hotter than shit outside. And somebody with a group called something Europa.
It sounds bad already.
Yeah,
Viva.
dude. Viva Europa or some shit, dude. I don't know.
Fuck off those guys.
His name was Sam something. Sam, I hope you're fucking listening.
shout
Remember our
them
back
out.
and forth? Anywho, they saw.
He remembers that shit.
Yeah,
He'll watch this shit too. Fuck off, Sam.
Yeah, my crew that was working with us asked us, is it cool if we make poster board signs to hang in the windows to show our support? And I was like, absolutely. And so they made a bunch of poster boards and hung them in the windows. And this kid from something Europa walked by and saw our signs
pulling them down or
and
something?
decided to take a video. And then just, I learned a lot. It's called, not commandeering. It's called, not bombarding. Some kind of fucking saying they got for it, where he gets all his white supremacist friends to attack our Facebook page and leave bad
Spamming.
reviews.
They spammed you.
DDS.
Well, basically, yeah.
They
there
overload your
is a
bullshit.
term.
Yeah, and it was just like all of a
It's a
sudden.
cyber attack.
All of a sudden, yes,
Cyber
it
attack,
was.
cyber attack,
And none of these people, it's none of their real Facebook profiles. It's
Yeah,
all
it's
these
all their
fake-
bullshit. They
Yeah.
They
got
all
the nuts-
made 3 of
They ain't
them.
got the nuts to put their
Yeah.
own face
Each
on
one
it, their
made-
own
I know.
name on it.
It was fucking crazy. So I spent like 4 days responding to these emails and like.
Because you care.
I know.
Because you
dude,
care.
it
That's why
was
you did it.
wild.
I understand.
And you are a staple of this
But
community. so you
at
gotta,
some point, you got to go.
well, when you're a staple of this community, and you're involved in the areas
No,
that you guys are involved
I
in.
get you.
We are part of the Hyde neighborhood. You guys are part of the downtown community, the old town community. We have a certain obligation to respect and keep our areas in check, man. And then when you deal with this weirdness,
Yeah.
well, what are we supposed to do? Just
It
run
was
away
wild.
from it?
It was wild, man. It was super wild, and
It's stressful.
I just
Yeah, it's weird,
like
man. It's a
weird
weird
stress.
It's like, well, you see these people, these fucking weird ass thought processes, and you're like, why the fuck are we even here?
But you know what was so cool is that people that dug our place and were friends with us on Facebook and whatnot came to our fucking aid, man. They came back and just
Supporting
bombed
this
us.
times right.
They buried all those reviews with positive reviews and were
Right.
just spamming the shit out of their
Their bullshit, yeah.
their negative white propaganda,
White
fucking hate speech
That
shit.
nationalist bullshit, you
Dude,
kick rocks
it
with that
was
shit.
fucking crazy. I've never been involved in such a thing in my whole life.
Would you guys
but-
have water if you need one?
Oh,
There's water
thank
here.
you so much.
Yeah, we brought some water up here if you need one.
I just believe in spreading love, and we raise money and we do charitable stuff for everything, dude. Teachers, police, BLM, fucking animals, fucking
community
LGBTQ.
activists.
Absolutely, man.
We're here.
call
I'm
it-
good. I don't need one. but
This
if
is
you-
Norton's is a place for everybody.
Well,
everybody.
No. I will expand that.
Hey,
and I
Christians-
love that you put
Christians
and I love
too.
that you put it that way. But Wichita is a fucking place for everybody,
Guaranteed.
And we're here for everybody. So I want to ask you, how long before you opened your business would you decide to start putting music in there? Because I know you love it.
We wanted to do that from the jump.
Because that was from the jump.
Yep, from the
Yeah.
jump.
Well,
And
you had to think of it because
the first band we ever had. Are you familiar with Spirit of the Stairs?
I'm not. You can school me. You can school me. I mean, I'm sure fucking Aaron knows.
Zach Roach, Torrent,
yeah. Okay, well I know them. Yes.
Torrent
Spirit of the Stairs,
Anderson,
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah.
yeah.
Cody. Man, those guys. My brother-in-law, before he passed, was friends with all those dudes, and I was like, if there's any band I want to be the first band to play here, it's Spirit of the Stairs, and it was fucking awesome. We invested some money with our startup money in sound equipment, and I feel like we got a really good
You
rig.
guys, you got your own PA system there?
Yep.
Perfect.
I feel like we got a really good rig, and it sounds really good. We've had one guy run the thing for the first 4 years, and now we've got his assistant that he was kind of training under, Chase Crenshaw. Shout out Chase Crenshaw.
Shout out Chase Crenshaw.
He's in a local group, Super 40, fucking punk band, really good punk band.
Andy.
Chase is a great guitar player and a great human being, and he's running sound for us.
Is that your kind of in-house sound guy?
Yeah, he also works
Give
there.
him one more shout out. He needs two
Chase
sound.
Crenshaw, baby.
Yeah,
What's
yeah,
up?
There it is. Give him the
Much
single-
love,
He's
dude.
single-handedly bringing back punk, like as a genre.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. On the thing is, you got a great promoter and booker guy right here next to me. But I tell you, like, if you guys want to put some punk shows together, we got some fun fucking
Right.
videos. I mean, there's
I'm
the
not
F
doing
and
it
G's
locally,
Hey
I'm doing
Radio.
it
F and G's Hey Radio. There's
Nice.
a bunch of these punk bands that are a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And
But
I ain't gonna lie,
locally, we
it's
don't
not-
have a bunch of punch.
It's not overly
have to
my
go.
like go-to genre, but like
Sure.
watching their shows is really fucking fun for me.
Oh, guaranteed.
Like
Yeah.
punk shows are great. Like I don't listen to it in
And,
my car, but it's still a really fun fucking
Oh.
genre to be a part
It's
of.
an event.
And
Yeah.
you,
Like you said, Nico, you nailed it. It's an
Yeah,
event. Like
it's an
punk
event.
shows are fun, man.
Yeah.
a lot of your shows, it seems like you're going through Brad, my guy at Atomic,
Brad
Raffinot.
Renfro, yeah, Brad Raffinot, yeah.
Brad Raffinot,
Well,
yeah.
we met him early on because the first band I wanted to have there do our grand opening was the Dead South.
Yeah,
And
and
he-
he represents.
He represents them, and we missed our opening date, but I had that show booked.
You can do what you do.
So, fortunately,
I do. Yeah.
Yeah, go.
the music
Yeah, dude, it's
the
not-
music
we're not
community
scripted here.
is
This ain't
also
cake. This ain't cake.
the music community in Wichita is also very collaborative.
Into the hallway, first on the door on the left.
When we missed our opening date, but we had the Dead South booked for our grand opening, I went to the
Dead
Crown.
South was a cool show.
I went to Crown Uptown. Well, that was the second time we had them.
I know.
I went to Crown Uptown and said, hey, I got this show that I booked. We're not open yet, and we can't host them. Can I rent out Crown Uptown? And they agreed to this like collaborative thing, and we're so fucking cool.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because of you too. I mean, Dan, you work hard, and you're an easy person to work with. So, like, that's why the community has embraced your.
Well, I appreciate that.
Well, I mean, and like anytime you would come to any of that show, I couldn't wait to say yes. So I can imagine.
Right on, man.
I can't imagine. Of course, that goes that way.
Yeah, but further on, Brad Raffinot, now he is, I believe, the vice president.
Yeah, no,
of Atomic Records.
And Brad is super cool, man.
I want to try the dark one. Let's try the dark one.
All right, this is Grandpa the Metalhead.
I will try some of that.
This is our Imperial Stout we brewed with Surly up in Minnesota, our collaboration brew.
So, like, how does that work? So when you go into, I'm going to do a new brew or I'm going to do a new whatever, and you're collaborating with it. Is that because you met the guy at a thing?
That has coffee in it, by the way.
Oh, dude, you're right up his fucking alley. Hit me.
Yeah, so
give him a little less, he won't like it.
I will. No, I like Imperial Stouts.
Here,
Even if it has coffee in it, I like it.
Let me know. So a collaboration brews go like this. You have a brewery that you like. You visit, you have to meet in person beforehand.
Yeah, you want to know the ins and outs a little bit.
And hit it off.
I need a vibe.
And if you guys are like like-minded and you're enjoying each other's beers and you're like, man, we should do a collab brew together sometime. And then it's like, fuck yeah, dude, let's do it. Then it's on. Then you're like, what kind of beer should it be, and this and that, and like
so when you go,
it's really fun.
So when you go into these collab sessions with another brewery, do you try to find something that you're good at or they're good at? Or you both try to find something outside of the box that you both don't do and work together? Like how do you come together on what you want to do there?
So you definitely want to be able to drink both breweries' beers, and that brewery is known for IPAs, and it's like, first of all, what season is it? Is it summer, spring, fall, winter? Should we brew something big and bold and gnarly for the winter? Should we brew something hoppy for, or something fruity and light for the summer? That type of thing. And it just kind of all falls together, man. It's just a really fun thing. And it doesn't really matter as long as it fits your portfolio of what the beers that you normally do.
That's what keeps it fun for you.
Yeah,
right?
For sure.
Is these collabs and coming up with new shit. I mean,
absolutely.
That's got to keep like brewing a blast.
It does.
I mean, that's what I could see where your passion comes from with that.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a coffee fan, but I really like.
Dude, that coffee.
Coffee is pretty heavy coffee.
So we brewed the same base beer.
I don't hate it.
The two coffees are different. We took coffee from local roasters here in Wichita up to Minnesota, and so they put local roasters from Wichita coffee in their beer, and then they brought Minnesota coffee down to Wichita. And this coffee blend they brought, it's like toffee and hazelnut, and they said even strawberry you might get from the coffee. And I kind of get that strawberry. You smell it and taste it again. Tell me if you get strawberry.
Give me 4.
All right, I'm gonna do what Nico just did, and I'll be BRB.
Yeah, go. We ain't scared. We'll talk to Nico. So, he almost tried to take his headphones to the bathroom. Sometimes your headphones won't transfer to the. Hey, one day we'll have wireless headphones and we can listen to you pee.
Hey,
one day we'll have wireless headphones.
Let's talk shit on Dan.
No.
Let's go.
Okay, so
what I was trying to do on you.
So.
You have to turn towards.
She wants you to turn towards the camera more, as much as you can. You're a handsome gentleman. That would be more.
What's up, ladies?
She wants that more.
Yeah.
And don't edit any of this out.
All right. Hey, but we have limited time, guys.
When do we
I
have
was
limited time?
I was going to do this on you.
Since when do we have limited time?
Shut the fuck up. You don't even know what I'm about to say, and you're trying to cut in.
Well, I already don't like limited time.
I'm saying
limited time is
that Dan is in the bathroom right now.
Okay, there.
And I'm trying to say, like, before you came in, I was like, how can we make it awkward for him to come back in?
Who? Dan or him?
Him. But we'd
all be naked. Would be awkward.
Well, yeah. All right. So this is what I'm trying to say though: is that Dan's coming back in. What are we supposed to do?
I'm not anywhere.
What are we gonna do?
So how?
Let's
just ask Nico questions and keep our clothes on.
So weird.
So when you entered this, it sounds like you were in from the beginning. So were you doing?
He was already
Were you doing
beer
brewing
guy.
and beer stuff before you met Dan? Or
I had brewed a little bit at Granite City.
And honestly, a pretty cool restaurant and brewery that kind of.
I remember Granite City.
Yeah.
Were you east side like
I
that?
was west side.
And the two,
but I was
like
very.
the west
I
side
was
one
east
better.
side.
I was very good friends
the
with the
west
guy
side
who was
one.
doing it on the east side too. Him and I.
That two pole was.
There was good food.
Yeah,
there.
two-pull,
There was
dude. Yeah.
good
That two
food
pole
there.
was a nice beer.
Yep.
I'm just saying.
Yep. Yeah,
There was
I've
good
been
food.
trying
Shout
to
out to
recreate
anybody
that.
that knows anything
Look,
about the
that's-
old Granite City days.
That's all I'm doing at Norton's is trying to recreate those fucking.
Oh, go
you
fuck
know,
yourself
just-
with the 2-pole.
Oh, that's hilarious.
If we wanted a beer that tasted like those 2 beers, we would have
would
made
just
it one
brew that
beer.
That sounds right, kind of.
But also,
But I will not.
I know exactly
But
what
I
you're
will
saying,
also
though.
say that
Yeah.
two pole was still a good taste.
Wasn't it the Northern Light?
It was the Northern Light Lager and the Benedict Benjamin Bach mixed together. 50-50.
anytime?
So
Two
just a light
lagers.
lager and a dark lager
Malty
to make an
lager,
amber
yeah.
lager.
Yeah.
So we
I don't know
have
what the
we
fuck
tried
you're saying
the.
right
I
now.
thought this was like 2 bears in a cave, 4 bears in a cave.
Yeah.
It
I
is.
thought we were gonna
It's
talk
actually
about-
16 bears.
I thought we were going to talk about the Barbie.
Hey, you know what's
movie.
funny, man? Is Bert
We're talking about
Kreischer.
Margot Robbie.
Bert
Well, I mean,
Kreischer just came out this morning with a fucking like
Have you seen the shape he's in?
thing
The man's
about
doing well.
my friend Andy Frasco.
What?
His friend what?
My friend Andy Frasco, his friend Andy Frasco. We have mutual friends.
No way.
You and Bert Kreischer have a
Kitchen.
friend, and you haven't exploited this till now.
No, well, because I didn't
This
actually know
motherfucker.
that.
Well, I will say Bert needed to quit drinking.
He didn't quit
and
drinking.
him hanging out with Andy
Slow
Frasco
down.
is not going to help this.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think he's
that's
got enough
funny.
money now. He's probably got a nutritionist on.
Well, I wish I
And
would
a
say
head
to
chef.
all Bert Kreischer fans, could let the poor man put a shirt on and do a set.
Yeah, let him do a normal set.
He's
Yeah,
funnier than
God.
fuck. He doesn't need that gimmick
Yeah.
anymore.
No,
And he's one of the funniest podcasters in the world. He's a really fucking funny guy.
I will say I agree. I
This
lean
coffee shit's good.
I lean
Hey.
Tom Segura though.
I do lean Tom
Yeah.
over Bert, but
Yeah.
them together,
Comedy-wise, stand-up
but them
wise.
together on a
Oh, the
podcast
podcast is great.
brilliant.
Oh yeah.
Do you guys have any comics from this year or 2023 that stood out? And
As far as on the national scale
Comics?
or locally,
as far as national comics, that
Dave Chappelle all day long. He keeps always repping out new shit all the time.
Dave Chappelle.
Chappelle's the best comic in the world.
He's
Bill
one of
Burr
my
second,
favorites
probably?
ever, yeah.
Bill Burr.
Bill
I
Burr
love
said-
it. I love his rage
Bill-
level.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
love the Irish
Yeah.
like
And-
fucking
and
Boston
Bill Burr's
Reddit.
rage.
more like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
He's
matches
doing more
my bro.
acting roles.
I like it
He's
enough.
doing good
Like
stuff.
because I write a lot of comedy from the aspect of shitting on stuff.
Yeah.
So like shitting on stuff is funny to me.
What's shit now?
Yep.
And he just constantly is just like, fuck this. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I mean, I love Bill Burr's attack on shit. Like,
I
Bill
love-
Burr's one of my favorite. But the best joke writer in the world still to this day will always be Dave Chappelle. I mean,
Dave Chappelle can do
He's
a whole
laughing.
special.
I
and
know
not
what Nico's
tell
gonna
a
do.
single
He's gonna
joke.
drop somebody on you guys.
No,
Who is it?
no,
Who is it?
no,
Tell me.
no.
Like,
No, tell me. Let's go.
Well,
you've
I
already
mean,
heard of him.
I will
sure.
say that Netflix, I think Netflix is doing a lot for the state of stand-up comedy right now, as far as kind of keeping it alive and going.
You might like this sour too.
And I love
I
that.
like to have everything of that sort of.
I love that Netflix is just willing to give a lot of up-and-coming comedians.
Shout out to Netflix. They really,
Yeah.
like what you're saying, they really do a lot for
Yeah.
stand-up comedy.
Have you guys seen that little kid? He's like, he looks like a little kid, but he's old.
Are
You know,
you're talking
and
about
he's like-
Comrade Trip? I
Oh
bet.
my god, I think you're right.
Is
No,
it
he's-
Comrade Trip?
He has
You're-
glasses.
you are
He has
into the
glasses,
stand-up
and he
show.
like looks like he's fucking 12.
Have you guys
Yeah.
thought about taking on some of the
And
stand-up void in this town?
he's like hyper self-deprecating.
well,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
really
well,
sad the Looney Bin closed down.
Well,
That's
you guys
a
are close to
huge-
there. I mean, I wondered if you guys, and you have someone who's, I mean, to him to know him, he knows stand-up comedy. This
Oh,
man
yeah.
is not a,
Oh.
like that's something.
Nico's got a lot of time on his hands.
Yep. Well, hang on. I used to do open mics.
Oh, so this is an aspiring
Oh.
stand-up comedian.
Oh,
That's right.
So you are
So,
Well,
so at
I
the very
used
end
to
of the
be.
day,
I
Nico
used to
is
be,
a
but
writer.
I
You're
found
a
out-
writer.
I love writing. I do love writing. It's always been that's always actually been one of my top passions. And writing jokes, man, is actually super easy.
More fun.
Super
but-
easy, he says.
But like it's very
Believe it or not,
easy.
it is because they come to you, especially with the industry that you work in and the shit that we're exposed to.
Okay.
Like some of that shit just kind of falls in your lap.
all right.
Yeah.
So can we do this? Give us a bit.
Oh no,
Oh,
I don't
God,
have
why
any.
you gonna
Give us a bit,
I
You
don't
Nico.
have
can't,
any
bid,
bits.
you can't bid a fucking
Nah,
comedian.
Hang on.
nah.
Yeah.
I will tell you that I'll be a super awesome audience member. I'll laugh.
We could do a yes and. You guys want to do like a improv thing?
Yeah. I wanna
How do
it.
you start that? Hang on.
Well, you don't.
Someone
How
says
you
something.
don't? What you do is you don't.
This is great. It's not good for live podcasts.
I think I
Shit,
Maybe it is.
Shit,
Maybe
we're
it
funny.
is.
We're,
Maybe it
we're
is.
fucking funnier than
Maybe
the
we're
stand-up.
breaking ground right now.
All right,
We're
what's a
not.
yes?
We're losing.
What's a yes and?
We're losing ground.
A yes and is someone says something and then you.
Yeah, this is
basically
this is
yes
an
and it.
improv like M2. You've been into a couple improv
Yeah,
classes.
this is a
Hey,
Joe
start-
Rogan. I learned this from
Yeah,
Joe
fuck
Rogan.
that.
Let's do one round.
Let's not.
Okay. Okay.
Listen,
Austin
I'd rather more
says
talk
no.
about what I really want to ask is all these great beers that you, and that's more your passion.
Yeah.
So what married you, and what has made your restaurant and brewery a success? What married you to the food aspect part of it?
Just beer and food go together, man. We wanted to be.
course.
All
We
day.
want.
All day.
Of course it
Yeah.
does, but like you've done it on a level.
The evening.
Well, you've done
Yeah.
it on a level that I would say that Granite City could not, because they're not here today.
Well, I think
they did pretty well in the beer aspect.
I think
of it.
we're a little more fun than Granite City.
100%.
I hope so.
But
Hang
I
on,
would say
their
that.
brunch. Their
But I would
brunch
tell you that
fucks
some
them.
breweries.
Fuck their
can-
brunch,
No,
Nico.
their brunch fuck.
But I would
I
tell
hope
you,
I'm a
their
little more
brunch was
fun than the
nice. Their
podcast.
brunch
It
was
was.
fire.
What?
I had some prime rib at the
Fresh
some of
sliced
the brunch-
prime rib,
Yeah,
dude. You
it's-
couldn't beat that.
Take it easy. Take it easy.
I've
Take
had
it
better
easy.
prime rib in Kansas
Yeah.
City. But I would
No,
just
for sure.
say that a lot of breweries, even some of the best ones, and I will say most of them, and I'm not going to name names, but you guys have married to the food process better than almost all of them. Like you guys have a menu.
I really appreciate that.
And I'm not, well, the city
And it's a
speaks-
good menu.
Well,
The
the city
food is
speaks
good.
for
The
itself.
food is
I mean,
good.
WBC gets to live on pizza.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of
Well,
other
that's
places.
the thing. We didn't want to do pizza because
Oh,
so
and
many
there's-
other places were
Oh,
doing
and there's a
pizza.
lot of
and-
like Central Standard Brewing, which shout out to them and all of them.
Elemento pizza, dude.
But there's a ton of
Elemento
places
pizza.
that don't
I love that pizza.
that have to
Yeah.
go
Straight
outside
up. Van
for the
Summers,
food source
I'm in.
or have
Yeah.
to do food trucks or whatever it is. You guys found a way to have a great kitchen married with and that's why you guys are lapping the field, because you have a brewery that's married with a kitchen that works.
I think a lot of it is the Beastie Boys mural.
Yeah,
Well,
mostly.
and I will again, like I
Yeah.
said, the place is a brilliant and beautiful place. If you haven't been there, please check out their.
Well, that's just
Beastie Boys
me.
mural.
That's just me and my wife being able to express ourselves personally, which is the funnest part of the job. I don't have to answer to anybody. I can put whatever I want on the walls. I can decorate it however I want.
It's
My
your
wife,
place.
yeah, it's our place. I wanted the Beastie Boys mural wall. My wife wanted to put Snoop Dogg smoking a blunt behind the host stand. She did it. It's like
It is such an eclectic, cool space.
such
Like you-
freedom.
it's such a comfortable space.
I appreciate that.
Comfortable
Something-
space.
something
And
you
like I
guys
said,
did.
you guys found a way to marry the food with the brewery. That like I know I want you to get into a little bit of your specials, but
Sure.
I've showed up like on multiple Wednesdays for fried chicken.
Right on,
Shit, baby.
Something you guys did that was revolutionary, really, was you turned your patio into a year-round patio with the invention of these like
That was my wife.
these
She's
like
Are you guys
the
pioneering
igloos.
this?
pagodas, man.
the igloos.
I haven't seen
What
it
are we
anywhere
calling
else in
those?
town.
Technically,
Well, Ziggy's has a couple now, but that
Because
was
of
a
you?
that was a couple years
Well,
after us. I'm not
you
saying
got-
because of us.
you
Well,
guys
I
did a
don't
lot.
started
well, it's
doing
okay.
a
Like
lot,
if you
a
had them
lot.
first and Ziggy's came up and used them too.
You guys
We're
made
not
these
mad at Ziggy's
tents
for you guys
happen.
using the same
Right.
thing.
They
we
were
started
awesome.
doing the igloo thing, and then
That was
like
the
actual
igloos, that's what I
people that
mean.
were living in the Arctic Circle actually started building their own igloos that were kind of based
Oh, shit.
on.
When they started
ours.
designing their restaurants based on you guys.
Yeah, well,
So they're like, we got the igloos,
And
now we'll put
ordering
the
all
restaurant.
Norton's beer.
yeah.
Well, I'll real quick. I'll try and summarize
I think it was
the
cool.
couple
I think it was
questions
awesome.
you asked. The food part of it, my only work experience in life is restaurants. I was a server, bartender, bar manager, restaurant trainer, at multiple things. I'm talking
So
corporate.
you knew what it made to make the trains run. on
Corporate to fine dining, but I'm front of house. I've never worked in the kitchen. I can't. I've
You're not a
learned.
cook. You're not a
I've learned to cook. It's a different grind, man.
top. It is. It's a sweaty fucking
It's
grind
a
back
it's
there.
a total grind back
It's
there.
a sweaty fucking. And
you
shout
know,
out to all the cooks, sous chefs. and
goddamn shout
all
out
those
to all
people,
them.
like
Yep.
What you're doing, eh?
those people that make
Yep.
your food that you bitch about, motherfucker, they work their
Yep.
ass off back there in hard conditions.
Those
That
are the
being
backbone
said-
of
They really are.
every
Guaranteed.
place.
That being said, the main stressor in a restaurant business is food cost and labor.
Yep.
Those are the numbers that you have to control
That's what
that
makes-
sometimes get uncontrollable, and especially during COVID, food.
That's what makes the
food,
price on the menu.
Prices. Exactly,
Yeah.
and that's the
That's
thing.
what makes the price on
A lot
the
of
menu,
people may or may not understand is when you go to the grocery store to buy groceries and shit's up and your grocery bill's high. That's why all those fucking even
Guess what's gonna
McDonald's
happen
those
at a
happy
restaurant?
those happy meals.
Anybody that
are-
complains about
Yeah.
a restaurant's prices, why weren't you there last week then?
Right.
If you keep us in orders, our prices don't go up.
Sure.
I mean, really, if no business is trying to raise the prices on
No,
any other
I would
fucking
not. And that's
unless I have to.
that is
Me and
every
you run a business. I run a pest control business. You run a restaurant. I'm not trying to raise costs on anybody because
every decision
I ain't
we
trying
make.
to listen to that bitch about her chicken sandwich that she bought last week cost 50 cents more this week.
We have not.
I ain't trying to listen to that shit.
We have not rolled out new menus because we cost things out and say we can't charge that much for that.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't-
sometimes
I don't
you are.
wanna-
Sometimes you are landlocked
It's
by
hard to
the
beat.
cost of shit.
I don't want to charge somebody that much for a fucking sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
don't hide it.
so we're not gonna do it. It's crazy, man. So it's a.
Well,
it's
you're
a-
smart. That's a smart by you. That's smart owner like mentality.
Right,
If I can't afford to do this, why would I add this to my menu or why would I fuck with this?
Right. Like, would I order that because it's
What's this one?
$16.99?
This is Stone Sour. This is an amaretto orange sour.
All right.
Have you ever had an amaretto stone sour?
I've had an amaretto sour. I don't know about
An
a stone sour.
amaretto stone sour is just an amaretto sour with OJ,
Yeah.
Okay, so no-
and
It's
it's
like a
fucking
lunchbox.
delicious.
I love
Is
OJ.
it a
Yeah,
nice
man.
spike?
Like a
to the-
lunchbox.
Yeah.
Some people call it a lunchbox.
Yeah, I've had a
Fucking beer
lunchbox
guy,
before.
man.
Well, so this is a beer version of that. It's a sour beer base with amaretto reduction and
Good as
orange
fuck,
puree.
dude. It's
Um,
tangy.
Yeah, so refreshing, light, crisp, bright, 6%.
Hey, so we have a joke about this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Are you guys in a metal band?
No, I just
So here,
Dan
insert
likes
joke
metal.
here.
Dan likes
love metal.
Dan
Insert
loves-
Rorschach test here.
I love metal, and so when we had our logo design,
Thornbush.
You went metal with it.
it's somebody. No, that wasn't. It was the
came
battle
along
axe.
later.
The battle axe logo that. Has
Well, I will say it was different from the creepingly shit that I can't read. The Battle Axe logo is fucking tight.
No,
that was
yeah,
Chris
that's dope,
Parks.
yeah.
Chris Parks. Shout out to Chris
Brilliant.
Parks, local
Shout
Shout
guy.
out to Chris
Yep.
Parks. This logo is fucking
Brilliant.
He did the Anchors logo. He's done so much
You
stuff.
sell merch with this logo too?
Yes, he
Yeah, shout
said
out to that. Get
he
that
told
merch.
me because we had this real intricate logo. He's like, that's going to be a bitch to print. That's like 8 different colors. It's very intricate, and he was like, what you need is one singular object that stands out as an icon that people will recognize when they see it, and that's that battle axe.
Dude,
dude.
that Battle Axe is pimp.
And he wasn't lying.
And it's kind of matches your brewery, and it matches your like decor, it matches your building, like it works.
Yeah, and
So, you know when it sticks.
It
You know
hit-
when
It
you
does
see
not match his fruity beer.
it hit me. It hit me. Well, listen, those fruity beers pay the bills.
Hey,
Is this a fruity
I
one?
bet they
This
do. I
Stone
bet
Sour
they
one's
do.
a
Yes,
fruity
this
one?
is
This
yeah.
is kind of fruity, bro.
Well, I fucking like it.
No, it's good. I
It's
don't
refreshing.
drink beer. I don't
I
drink
like.
beer.
Well, okay,
This is
so
good.
I like the.
It tastes electric. Like it keeps our electric.
Yeah, that's
bill.
what I'm saying. I don't really drink beer. I like
Okay,
whiskey.
so let's get down
this
to
is
it.
good though.
Let's get down to it first and
Yeah,
foremost. Let's
that's
get
good.
down to it. You've been brewing beers for 5 years now. What's your best seller? What's the one that makes the money in that bad boy?
Fucking
What's the one that's the everybody loves?
9.5% ABV polka dot princess.
Polka Dot Princess is the game winner.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the Sally that's
Yeah.
giving you the full legs and selling all.
That's the
all.
one they named after you, bro.
it's a.
It is.
That's
That
right.
sounds like Sally's legs go all the way up and make an ass out
We
of
have
himself.
we have a sandwich called the train wreck, and that's
Yeah.
what when people are like, "I'll take the train wreck," I'm like, ha, "That one's named after me."
Okay, you gotta unpack that. Don't. I ain't gonna let
Well,
you.
no, the train wreck is just a dude. It's an elevated. I'm really liking the word elevated lately.
Elevated.
It's
That's
an
a good word.
elevated
It's a
grilled
great word.
cheese.
Great word.
It's Gouda and just some really sticky, icky bacon.
Gouda
And-
makes a Gouda.
Yeah, and that's
Gouda.
the-
I ain't gonna lie to you. If you got a fucking recipe that likes cheese, and you take that cheese out and put Gouda in, nobody's ever gonna
Gouda's
be mad.
melty. Gouda's melty.
Is ever?
It's cheese.
Is ever? I've never heard anybody go, man, I wish it didn't have so much Gouda in it.
Yeah, hey, Gouda is like the default for like a creamy.
It's a way to like upsell your mac and cheese and everything.
It's a nice,
like Gouda is
stretchy,
fucking nice.
yummy.
Yeah, at this point, it's more about the brand the name Gouda.
So did you have to hire like okay, you wanted to make this work. You had this big space. You had this kitchen. Did you have to hire like a chef? Who's the person like that really got you going to make sure that your food was going to be good? You do these specials.
Man,
you have certain days where you do certain things.
Yep.
You have your certain menu. Like, who got you down that right path?
So right now our kitchen crew is tighter than it's ever been. We got a couple dudes, Kevin and Tanner. Shout out to you guys grinding
Shout
it
out
out.
Kevin Tanner.
Killing it back there, man.
GGKK.
Just really
I
pulling
was
their,
back of the house.
You don't
Tanner,
work without
you
your
guys
head
badass.
chef and your sous chef. Your shit doesn't work.
unsung heroes. So in order to get around a loophole in the law, there's no such thing as free beer in the state of Kansas. We put a menu item on our menu. People can pay add $5 to their tab to buy a round of beers for the kitchen. And a lot of people do it.
Oh, you have it beautiful. I forgot about that.
And so whether or not that they do it, we just assume that there's enough money in there. So every night when the kitchen gets done, they all get a couple beers on the house.
Can we also can I propose a little bit of a different thing that people would buy into just as much?
Yeah.
I think maybe we offer tip in the kitchen instead of buying them around.
Sure. No.
Sometimes
you can take it in money.
I'd rather give it to like buying around for the kitchen costs me at my table maybe what $20 or something like that.
Sure.
So can we sometimes do that? Like not give them around, just give them the 20.
I would love that.
So all your patrons,
please.
hey, remember that. And I will tell a lot of people sometimes they forget, and it is easier. Like just as well as I
will
do.
spend it on.
Oh, I will tell you just as well as easy. Your patrons will buy you a shot before they'll give you $5.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
A lot of times.
They'll buy you a shot before they give you $5.
Right.
So sometimes the kitchen don't want the kitchen or the staff or the bartender that some guy's trying to fucking make sure she dies on the fucking way to her car because he's bought her 15 goddamn shots.
Yeah.
But like the thing is, like sometimes we have to, as owners, I think, to instigate a way for people to buy shots that are not real that we just put into their pocket.
Sure.
So because we can't always take all these fucking shots.
Sure. But on any given night, let's say
I don't want that idea to disappear.
No, I agree 100%. On any given night, there may be weeks that go by where nobody adds that to their tab. And there may be one night where somebody's like, "Yeah, I'll do one round for the kitchen for $5," but then they got to split it between 8 people that are back there.
Yeah.
So it's like here's 70 cents,
exactly.
So that type of thing. But for me, I noticed when me working front of house, there always seemed to be a divide between front of house and back of house.
Always is.
Especially when they hung out after work, and I wanted that to be different here. I wanted the kitchen crew to get off work and have some beers, and the front of house to have some beers.
It's a Vienna lager.
Oh, this is the next one?
He's not a beer guy.
I'm going to try it after I get done with this one.
This
is the fourth one, right?
It's like Shiner.
I ain't going to lie. I'm not. Well, Shinerbach.
Shinerbach is actually.
Well, honestly, there hasn't been one I haven't liked yet.
Right on, man.
Oh, here. Do this.
So this was all in a goal to get our back of house and front of house to get off work and all have a beer together.
What kind of synergy? It's synergy.
Exactly,
You're trying to make sure that we're not having this. Like,
There's
weird
a team that happens.
Yeah.
There's a team that happens that makes our things
I think you've
work.
created, and I will even say that even the look of your bar and the way it is, it doesn't have. Even though you have your kitchen back there, it doesn't have like that separation that bars have.
Sure.
Like you have, usually it's a hard wall and you don't see the kitchen fucking staff and they're back there doing their shit and you deal with the front of the staff.
No, I want
like it's
them
more
to-
of an inclusive thing that's going on at Norton's. It's we're all in this together. We're all in your brewery together. We're all in your kitchen together. We're all in your fun space together.
Listen, I'm just a fucking dirtbag from back in the day
You made it fucking work.
that got fucking lucky and married a genius woman that can manage the money side of things while I do my passion and make beer, and I get to work with her every day, and that's a fucking blessing. And
Shout out to her, say her.
You're one of my top 15
Becky Norton, man.
favorite dirtbags.
Right on, man.
Put her name out there.
Becky Norton, man.
You can't do it without her.
The visionary, she decorated the joint, helped me decorate. I got the Beastie Boys wall, but I let her.
But I will tell you, like
I deferred
the
to
way
her.
the way you guys designed the way you guys designed your restaurant is in the location and in the good practices that you do. But you designed a place that is what's like happening in Denver, like what's happening in fuck off. Okay, sorry.
other cities.
Yeah, but you guys have also I'm getting yelled at by my engineer.
Oh,
For
okay.
putting the towel in the.
Don't fucking
yeah.
electrocute yourself.
This is a towel. Shit. We're cleaning up shit.
Yeah.
It's a fucking podcast. Get bent. But like you guys were ahead of the curve. You made so I travel to Denver. I go to Kansas City. I'm in Dallas whenever I can be. But you guys made a place that was open and welcoming. I
appreciate that.
That's the key. Like we didn't have just a bunch of cookie cutter fucking tables that everybody's got. We have this welcoming, unique spot that is every table is a different experience for the most part, and it's open and cool, man. Like I think you nailed it. Like you fucking nailed it. Like on what you bring into the table works for what we want.
I really appreciate that, man. We want to just be a brewery for everybody. Like I said, all walks of life.
I think you are.
Business,
again, like you nailed the food part of it too.
Businessmen, punk rockers, fucking, like
Right.
LGBTQ, fucking,
And we support.
Hey, look,
They
man.
support
anybody.
It all. So where can we find everything Norton's Brewery as we roll
Everything
out
I've ever asked you to do, you've done, brother.
Well, honestly, you've always.
I'm not lying, man.
And we're not trying to stroke you too much, but
I'm just saying
you're a
that,
gem of
like,
this town. Both of you guys, you're working hard for this town, and you are a staple in
You
this town.
support grassroots efforts in this town.
Well, dude, we are
Doing
very
cool-ass
lucky
shit,
to
you
be
know?
in this city. Wichita is such a creative town. I mean, you want to talk about a music scene?
you
Like
think
we are.
Portland's weird?
We are so overlooked as far as music scenes are
We are.
concerned.
We are.
We have so many talented bands. We have so many young artists. We have so much creativity. So many chefs. So many. I'm talking.
I'm not
And
gonna
we
go
got you,
there
dude.
on
We're building
air,
a kitchen
but
for you.
after this,
Hey,
we'll-
we're building a kitchen
Yeah.
for all the chefs in this town. We got to.
Yeah.
For your two chefs, I can't wait for you guys to come on and pimp your what
Hell
you do
yeah,
here.
dude.
We're literally trying to shine a light on all the shit that you guys are seeing too. We're seeing it too. We're just trying to help.
I think that kitchen video experience is going to be epic.
Yeah.
I really do.
It's gonna be real fun.
Cool deal, dude.
So honestly, what I've got in mind,
Spoiler alert?
what
No
I've got in
spoiler
mind
alert?
is me and Aaron are gonna do 2 extra shows a month
Cut that.
are only restaurant related.
Yeah.
Food trucks, pop-ups, whatever.
Sure.
They come in but the space,
Yeah.
like gives the opportunity to tons of other stuff. Well, this is just what me and Aaron are going to do.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do your own cooking show, if you want to pimp your brand every couple months and show your new menu, when you got a new menu coming out and you want to do your own show that's outside of me and Aaron, we don't give a fuck.
Listen,
We got
man.
a fucking kitchen for you.
Guys, I have to shut down your excitement because it
We don't
hasn't
have the
come
kitchen
around
yet.
yet. It hasn't come around.
I'll
yet.
make that
Okay,
kitchen
like,
happen,
I'm
bitch.
just saying,
Dude,
Look,
hey,
we have our ideas.
I'm a
I
big
will tell
fan.
you.
They're awesome.
I'm a big fan of niche, man.
I will
that's
tell
awesome.
you, if you don't say it,
Niche
it don't
is
happen.
great. Yeah,
I
Niche
think
is
that's
great
awesome
too.
that we have a place like that downtown.
This is what I'm
that
saying.
is cultivating talent, and I think
Wait,
if
explain that. With niche, what is niche?
Niche
niche is the
I don't know
National
WSU Kitchen.
Institute for Culinary and
So, God, we gotta get with
Hospitality.
them. We gotta
No,
get
they're
with
great.
Ever so something else.
No. What I'm trying to tell you, brother, is it's the same thing we're talking about. Rising tides floats all
Well, so
boats.
it sounds like
Yeah.
we need to get with
Yeah.
them. They would
That's
love
what's
to
happening,
do what we're
okay?
This
doing.
is an ancient
This is
samurai
what they're
saying.
doing. This is what they're doing. Okay.
Yeah.
They are making a thing through WSU.
And I don't even think
You're-
you
dude,
need to go
That's
ahead.
what's happening.
Yeah.
But I want to do our thing here, because we're slightly different.
Hey,
on our
you guys
goals.
can-
We're
you
slightly
guys-
different on our goals.
We can do whatever the fuck we want.
You guys can do whatever the fuck you
Well,
want.
I'm
That's
saying
actually an awesome
you got a
fucking deal.
badass food truck.
Yeah.
Come on.
Well,
You
and
guys-
like I said, I want to
Let's
do
go.
a little bit of
The
our
world
shit,
is
but I
your
want-
oyster right now.
Now, what?
Yeah.
And
But
I
the
think-
problem is we don't
thank you
get
for that,
funding
but
like that. We
but
don't get
all
funding.
all of our ideas, and thank you for that. But all of our ideas levy on the talent of all of you guys. So
Yeah.
I always put that compliment right back in your face. We'll help you promote. We'll help you facilitate. We'll help all of that. But if there's nothing to promote and there's
You
nothing
can
to
only
facilitate,
do so much as
then
what is given to you.
I can
yeah.
I can talk to everybody for hours, but it don't mean shit.
Well,
When you guys put up or shut up, it makes fun.
Listen,
Yeah.
I think
makes it for so much fun.
even if you do the kitchen thing where it's not for promoting a business, but it's an instructional thing.
Yeah, that's what.
How to make this dish at home. You get people cooking at home. They start to like cooking. They start to like better food. They want to go out to eat and eat better food, and then they want to.
I want all of the above.
And then we can use sous chefs and
I'm a perfect example of
and
that.
head of kitchens from all over.
Nico has helped me re-fall in love with food again. Nico's like a flavor genius.
Well, and sometimes, and I will say sometimes, some restaurants, when you've been in business for 5 years, every once in a while you need something new to reestablish the flame.
Sure.
To get you motivated again, to maybe update your menu.
Well, it starts at home, though, man.
It does, and I want to help facilitate that for restaurants. And we're not gonna dip into all the review process and all that stuff. We just want to hear your process and hear about your shit.
Yeah, right.
We'll let everybody else review the shit.
Sure.
So at the end of the day, Norton's Brewery. Where can we find Norton's? Where can we find everything that you guys are at? Where can we find all of your social media?
Go to the restaurant.
Go to the restaurant. I would say first and foremost, before I give them their piece, go on Wednesday and get that chicken fried chicken.
Get that chicken fried chicken, man. Get that chicken fried chicken.
It's CFSCK.
Get that chicken fried chicken.
Just come see us at 125 North St. Francis. We also partnered up and have a joint venture with Social Tap, which their new East Side location at 21st and Greenwich. We have all the taps covered.
All the beers that you're.
We did several one-off beers just for that location, and
you guys got specialty beers just for Social Tap.
Just for Social Tap, and we've got 12 taps covered there, and really excited about that partnership with them. Eventually, we'll be all up in the Wichita State location as well. As soon as we get some zoning issues changed.
Man, that's always a bitch.
Love the city.
Hey,
Love
sometimes
the city zoning.
so if you get those if you get those envelopes in those neighborhoods, fucking say yes, bitch. We gotta rezone this shit.
Yeah.
We gotta rezone some shit. Don't fuck us up.
Yeah.
Right, before the theme song plays, I want to thank you guys for coming out here tonight, man. This is excellent.
Right on.
Great beers. Great beers, great business.
Yeah.
I love and shout out to again. Check out everything Aiden. Aiden's got some cool shit.
Yeah.
Books 316, baby. Come on.
Let's roll that footage.
Hell yeah.
Boom.
One last shout out to Nico Goddard, my fucking visionary over here. I love this kid.
Great interview, guys. Thanks for coming in.
Right on.
2 dudes, Aaron and Austin, made a show. It's fucking